So you guys should know by now that this year I am going to the Philippines 1000% this year, 2024. I'm not spoiling the month, but I am going, and you'll just see a video uploaded. You know how it is. So be ready for that. But in that wait, people have been linking me plenty of things about the Philippines, interesting history stuff, a lot of different things. As they know, I love the Philippines, and this video was linked, right? And it just seems interesting because I do like, you know, history and just knowledgeable things when it comes to a country that I very, very much love, especially when it comes to the fact that it's kind of like a future for it, because this is the $180 billion plan to build the Philippines. And by build, I'm sure they mean to improve, make it way more innovative, if that's the word. You know, I'm trying to use like the words here. It's hard sometimes. But like to innovate and improve. I already know that, for example, there is cities in the Philippines, I think like Manila, for example, they have many different buildings with different types of restaurants, of course, and there is other ways to improve it. And I think that there's many different ways of transportation, because they still use the jeepney, if it's called that, right? I definitely want to try that. When I get there, I want to see if I can get on one of those. Really dope. It's gonna be interesting, man. Listen, I'm getting off track. Regardless though, I'm interested in the $180 billion plan to build the Philippines. So without further ado, come join me and let's check this out. What is this $180 billion plan? Let's check it out.
Southeast Asia today has been seen as the next destination for economic change. This is because of the recent rise in country-wide mass construction from Indonesia, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines. All of these countries in recent years have been implementing rapid changes in their infrastructure, pouring hundreds of billions of dollars to fix and re-innovate the country. These bold plans will enable the region to become the fastest growing countries in the decades to come. One of the most ambitious plans in the region, however, comes from the Philippines. In recent years, it has crafted and applied a striking scheme that aims to change the entire nation's infrastructure. This plan consists of hundreds of life-changing projects for the vast majority of its population. Yes, this is the Philippines' $180 billion plan to change the country's infrastructure, and it will revolutionize the land into a golden age. From a high level, this massive agenda aims to promote an astonishing economic change to the country, a plan that would make the country become a high-income economy within a generation. The plan consists of constructing world-class transportation that would finally alleviate the infamous traffic congestions in the capital city and improve the structures around the land. These transportation are the likes of railways, airports, urban transit systems, roadways, bridges, and even seaports. By driving these infrastructures, the country will experience a stronger economic trend from increased connectivity and reduce its costly traffic jams. Beyond its improvement on transit systems, the agenda also aims to construct futuristic cities that compose of world-class technologies such as artificial intelligence.
Are these actual photos for plans?
So, they will also increase the innovation of the country and its people. And the goal of having an innovation center is a key part of the master plan. It will see the construction of information and communication technology hubs to make sure the country is on par with neighbors. Digging down, the schemes included in this are reported to be the most expensive infrastructures to ever be constructed in the country. To name the biggest, one of which will become the country's largest airport ever, is the upcoming New Manila International Airport.
And this is for real.
A project that spans over 2,500 hectares. Further into the agenda is a project that also sits quite close to this one, is known as the Clark International Airport. Down to the ground, it has planned to construct ambitious rail projects, which are also seen as a massive game changer for the country. From the capital of the country in Metro Manila, there would be a 57.7-kilometer long subway, a 148-kilometer commuter railway that would run from the so-called New Clark City,
damn, but this will help 100%.
And would run through the region's most important destinations.
I've heard that from many of you guys.
One that stands out as the most ambitious plan ever in the country is a 2,278-kilometer rail project, and it is located not in economic destinations of the country, but further down the south of Mindanao, the smallest island group of the country, which also encompasses 240 people per square kilometer.
So many of you told me about traffic jams.
Luzon's 460 and Visayas 270. This Mindanao railway plan may sound like the biggest ever, considering it spans thousands of kilometers long. It is not. The biggest project to be ever constructed is the megacity New Clark City, a 9,450-hectare, $59 billion project that would be the forefront economic changer. Although it is still early, it has already constructed several world-class facilities, and even its sports hub, which was a key product, was used during the 30th Southeast Asian Games. This $180 billion plan has still yet to see its economic benefits to the country, as most of the projects on the agenda are still under construction and some are still in the early stages. But once it does end up finishing these, then we will ultimately see not the finish, but the start of a bigger initiative. These projects will set the stone for the country to become a world-class, high-income destination filled with innovation. But wait, what actually is classified as a high-income economy? And how far are the Philippines before reaching it? Well, the classification changes each year, but as of 2021, to enter that group, a country needs to have a gross national income per capita of $12,696 or more. Currently, the Philippines sits only at $3,430 per year, and as such, it needs to more than quadruple its current state to reach that state. So far, this mega plan has constructed or improved other 214 airport projects, 451 seaport projects that would enhance the country's tourism and trade industry,
flood control,
29,000 kilometers of road and counting, 5,950 bridges, 11,340 flood control projects, and thousands more of other ambitious plans that had ultimately stirred incredible results. Anyway, what do you think about the Philippines' $180 billion plan to transform its infrastructure?
Guys, I'm going to keep it real. I think it's amazing, and I've always been a big fan of innovation, and keep in mind, before you get angry, before you say anything, okay, this has nothing to do with politics or anything like that. I am not a fan of talking about politics. Matter of fact, I don't really know much about it because I'm not really a fan of politics. I don't know. I just think of it like, yo, we're all gonna die one day, bro. I'm not trying to get into politics. All I'm trying to think about is, hey, man, if this benefits in any sort of way, you know, helps the economy, which I think is good, and then on top of that can innovate buildings to improve, to maybe help schools grow, to help a lot of people get the right care that they need in any sort of way. Like, these are things that are good in my eyes. Now, if there's deeper, darker, evil secrets, man, that sucks, bruh. Because, like, it happens here every day. It happens in, you know, Brazil all the time. You know, where I'm from, it's just a thing that it just happens. And I just choose not to get into the politics of things. I just choose not to really get into those things and mainly focus on, you know, really, really good things that can come from this $180 billion plan, for example. Especially considering that when I do go to the Philippines, if maybe I catch one of these things being built, it'll be so cool because I've watched a video on it. I get to tell my friends while it's going on, I'm like, yo, they are actually building like 5,900 bridges, trying to improve, you know, the economy and so many different things and innovate. And they are literally spending $180 billion. This is such a cool thing to be able to talk about. I leave it at that. I don't try to go deeper into it and find the evil schemes. And listen, the reason why I'm even going on a tangent explaining this is because I found that even sometimes if I try to get the good out of something, there's always some people who are like, hey man, there's this evil this, or they mention a couple names and there's an evil this that are the reason why they're doing it. And I'm not saying to completely ignore the fact that, yeah, there is bad things that do happen underneath all that stuff. What I'm saying is that I just try to focus mainly on the good stuff that is going on with it, and you know, the bad stuff that is going on. I believe in karma, I believe in many things, and we can point those things out, but my main objective for this video is to purely focus just on that plan and, you know, the good that can come from it. That's what I'm trying to do, because my whole objective in life, and especially with you guys and doing what I do, is just to spread positivity, to see the good, because there's so much bad. There's so much bad, but just as there is so much good, and I try to focus on that. I try to put that spotlight on that, and I hope you guys understand that. And I think that this $180 billion plan is super dope. I think it's so cool. I cannot wait to even get a sneak peek on it when I do go to the Philippines this year. So with that being said, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want more, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, till next time, guys. Peace.